You've got it tuned to KEXP. You can find us at 90.3 FM in the Seattle area, streaming worldwide at kexp.org and also on KEXP's mobile apps. We are a listener-powered station supported by you, our listeners and viewers. You can learn more about us at kexp.org. Make a gift anytime, and you can help support discovery of great artists like this amazing artist coming up next that I discovered on KEXP, and it was love at first listen. I'm so excited to welcome Heartworms to the KEXP studios. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you. So mad coming here.
I cannot wait to hear these songs live. You've got an EP that came out about almost exactly a year ago, A Comforting Notion, and I just can't wait to hear some live music. It's Heartworms live on KEXP.
Cries. He cries till he blows. His weaponized groans, colloquial words in crevices cursed, and they won't believe it. The boogeyman points. He beats them to paper, so thin, so fragile. Marxism fashions a folly ideal, a comforting notion. Fine burial down, down. Remove the chains, Myra and strain. Remove the chains, Myra and strain. Remove the chains, Myra and strain. Remove the chains, Myra so load the food chain that you're underground. This slippery slope slips forever. There is no hope around. Marxism fashions a folly ideal, a comforting notion. Fine burial down, down. Remove the chains, Myra and strain. Remove the chains, Myra and strain. Remove the chains, Myra and strain. Remove the chains, Myra. This wild man rules, this wild man pays. Decision grows quickly, quickly in its pace. Pressure pisses bars. This is not wire, this is not a liar. I am desire. Purple man grows, wild man pays. Decision, Kaiser, to get a bloody wage. With some protest, yes, Megadon fire. Machines are just wires, there's art and desire.
Troubles more than a day, like being a child again, excited to wake up and do a little while the sun goes up, believing teeth became money and money became a souvenir. keep their faces covered from the deputy cabaret. While you should think, heavy-eyed, I'm a slacked on our back in a cream-filled bound up for a heart attack. Loyalty lost for the love you lack. Radiohead playing radio whack. I don't know how to stay away from there. I wish I had attention. Hot feelings, abolition. 24 hours in a sick condition. I wonder what it's like to feel less troubled more than a day. Like being a child, getting excited to wake up and do a little. While the sun goes up, believing teeth became money, and money became a souvenir. Heavy-eyed, I'm a slacked on our back in a cream-filled banner for a heart attack. Loyalty lost for the love you lack. Radiohead playing radio whack. I don't know how to stay away from there. I wish I had intention. Hot feelings, abolition. 24 hours in a sick condition. I don't know how to stay away from there. I wish I had attention. Hey! Hot feelings, abolition. 24 hours in a sick condition.
You're listening to Heartworms live here in the KEXP studios, playing songs from their EP, A Comforting Notion. It came out on Speedy Wonderground last March. We're so happy to have them here with us today.
feel it coming. If I run between the silhouette dreams, I'd run a line behind, generations wide. Look at me, I can fly, that's the way it's happening. You can feel the soda, let's just take another. Up the wall, through the trench, this will quit your life dry. This will kick your life high, better quit your life. Feel the mines in your eye, and the heavy in your weight. Eat the flies, iron face, battened ankles stacked straight. Better keep my mother's eyes, press her heart into my chest, right into my breastplate. Very stressed, but I'm impressed, this is fun. In fact, it's keeping me awake in tenders in my limbs. I must scream out. These aren't even men, just losses. Hands of evil touch colossus. So much blood, the garage just glosses. Ready, blood, look at me, crosses. Look at me, I can fly. That's the way it's happening. You can feel the solar. Let's just take another. Up the wall, through the trench. This will quit your life dry. This will kick your life. Better quit your life.
Oh my goodness, that was wonderful. We are live here in the KEXP studios with Heartworms, and that was the EP, A Comforting Notion. I am so happy to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's been wonderful.
When I first heard that last song you just played, Retributions of an Awful Life, it was over a year ago. I think it was last January, and I did a huge double take. I was like, what the what? It just, the lyrics are so vulnerable, the music is so visceral, and my God, that video, it's so raw and unsettling and wonderful. And it just makes me think about what a gift music is from the artist to the listener. I felt like that was such a gift to me. So I guess I just want to start by asking you about that song, which was the first thing I heard.
Thank you so much for those words, by the way, so kind of you. Well, what you're talking about, the beginning of the EP and the journey of that?
Yeah.
Well, it was it's very spontaneous, actually, like EP when I wrote it after lockdown. I had no idea what sound I wanted, but it was very vulnerable. It was like, oh, gonna just do this and maybe it sounds cool. And I remember sending it to Dan, one of my ex-boyfriends, was like, send it to him. I was like, no, he's not gonna like it. And I sent it to him, and he's like, oh my gosh, no way, play a show for us, and we want to see you live before we ask you to be part of the label. And they saw me do my sound check, and they were like, yes, let's do it. And then that's how it started. So,
Well, you moved out of the house at a very young age, and it sounds like you followed your own instincts and had a real sense of independence and sort of stuck to what you want to do and what you believe. And you said that you struggled hard in school and that music really helped get you through some difficult times. Can you talk about the space that you were able to create for songwriting?
I didn't really have a good amount of space when I was at school, even at home. It was very hard to kind of be myself. So I decided to rebel, so my mum would kick me out, just so I could have my own space. And the first space I had was when I lived in the YMCA. I moved out when I was 14. I was foster care and moved into the YMCA when I was 16. And that's when I started properly playing guitar, going busking, paying my rent through that. So that's when I started being able to have a voice for myself and see what style I am, and because I was always so shy and embarrassed by everything I did at home and at school. So when I moved out, it was a bit of a big change. Yeah.
It sounds like you're also very touched by poetry, and you've said that you came to it late in life, and in interviews you're very quick to throw out a poem to suggest to someone that has really moved you. How has digging deep into poetry impacted your songwriting?
It has, because I always struggled with big words and spelling and such as grammar at school, being really dyslexic. But with poetry, there's this freedom that you can say what you want. And when I was reading John Keats, it was the first poet I read, and he taught me so many ways to describe beautiful and painful things. And then I keep saying listened, lol. Then I read, what's his name? Oh, I can't remember his name, but he was this certain poet was incredible. He made no sense, but he just said words. And I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to say words. And that's how I wrote my lyrics, just saying random things that came to my mind. And people find meaning behind that, I guess, and people don't. They just like the sound of it.
I am one of the people that hears the music before the lyrics, and I have many friends who just on first listen, they know every word and what it means, and I do feel that way. I mean, I heard your songs first, the music, before the lyrics started to seep in, and it is very impactful both ways to hear it.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting to hear how poetry has sort of influenced you in that way.
Yeah, sometimes I do go through phases where I can't read poetry and I'm not really in the mood, or I can't write a song and I'm just not really doing anything. So it does help sometimes. It stresses me out. So I like to be honest about, being a creative. Sometimes I just cannot be creative, and I cannot even listen to music. I can't listen to a single song because I'm just I just need to be at peace. So, but yeah, the poetry does help, and sometimes it stresses me out. So.
I know when you get interviewed, people always want to know what your musical influences are. And in interviews I've read, you've talked about some that seem, some to make sense when you listen to your music, like Interpol, Kraftwerk, and PJ Harvey. I can hear that influence in your original sound. But some people might be surprised to hear what an influence the Shins are. And I know you've spoken about this at length, but given as they live right down the road from us, and we consider them a local band now, that they've been living in Portland for some time, that's near and dear to our hearts. Can you talk about about their music, who you've actually even named your project after, Heartworms?
It was GCSEs, and I wasn't revising for them. I was in my mum's bed. I was watching The Walking Dead the first time, and I paused an episode, and I typed into YouTube, it was like, cool indie bands to listen to, and it came up with Australia by the Shins. And ever since that day, they were just, to my heart, the best band. That inspired me lyrically, especially, and how vulnerable James Mercer's lyrics are. And they make me cry, and they're so wonderful. I would love to meet him one day. That's going to be a special moment when that happens. So.
And you've not even seen them live yet, have you?
No, I haven't had the opportunity. And because they're not based in the UK, it's quite hard.
They are just down the road. I wish you could see them on your way out of Seattle. I did see that on your tour you posted a picture of yourself in Albuquerque, which of course is where the Shins and Flake Music, James Band before that, are from. That must have been a fun moment.
That was crazy. I was spun out by that. So special.
Well, I did see that you were at South by Southwest last year, but you've been doing a bit of touring here in the U.S. with the Kills. Is that your first time playing a spate of shows over here?
Yeah. I played just Austin last year, but it wasn't really a taste of America. It was just a tiny little bit. You don't really realize, I don't really realize how big America is. But it's been incredible just going to all these new places, especially New York. I've always wanted to go there. That was an experience. And the 10-hour drives, wow, they're beautiful. The scenery you see is amazing.
And what a way to do it with Allison and Jamie, who were just in this very room just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, they're such lovely people.
They are. They're so kind and so talented. It just must have been a wonderful experience. I'm sure you had many highlights on the tour. What was one that kind of sticks out in your mind?
I can't remember most of them. They're all sort of, because I haven't really sat down to think about what happened. Probably meeting Jack White. That was incredible, actually. We talked about aircraft, which was nice, but also just spending time with Jamie and Allison, and talking to Jamie a lot. We get on really well. Got a similar sense of humour, but just being able to play these amazing venues and with them, it's just amazing.
Well, we feel so lucky to have discovered you early in your career and look forward to many visits here to the KEXP studios. Thanks so much for this.
Thank you. It's been so special. Thank you.
What a wonderful performance today. We're here in the studios with Heartworms. Again, thank you so much to all of our wonderful listeners and viewers for supporting great sessions like this one. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get notification every time we launch an amazing new video. And again, our heartfelt thanks to Heartworms.
Thank you so much.
I'm Cheryl Waters. You're listening to KEXP, where the music matters.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.